Welcome back to the Stank. It's your boys, Danny and Frank.
It is. All right.
Oh, water's so good.
Be more excited. Isn't there like a thing that people like hate
Ah.
Dasani? Oh, yeah, there it is. Isn't there a thing that people like hate Dasani water or something like that?
I don't love it either, but it was cheap and I got it.
I don't know why like people are like saying like there's better bottled water. I don't think I've had a bad bottled water.
Aquafina kind of sucks.
Wow. She's from Queens too, dog. How do you say that?
Yeah. Are you an Aquafina fan?
I guess. I mean, I don't not like her. I haven't seen enough from her to be like, no. But I also haven't seen enough from her to be like,
yeah.
Good old Aquafina. She's going to bring this movie together.
How you been?
I understand, though. She's
How have you been, I asked.
I'm not done talking about Aquafina.
Go.
I forgot what I was going to say. I'm okay. Just living. Good holiday weeky. Hanging out. I got a little I was in the live premiere last week. Feeling a little tipsy. Feeling a little like this.
Are you ready for your 24-hour stream, sir?
Boy, the first one was easier than I anticipated, but that last 8 hours really is a doozy. Let me tell you. I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Are you going to be able to get on and hang out with me a little bit?
Already cleared my sketch.
Smart man. Are you going to answer my text messages?
No.
Okay. All right. Perfect. But I'm excited.
Listen, I'm being honest. You know what I mean? I'm just being an honest guy.
I appreciate the honesty. I have to admit, I do. If you're not there, I will give away your phone number.
Last night, Stank saved my life. Last night, the night stank my ass. Somebody come and stank my big old brown thick fucking hairy ass. Frankie.
Still trying to get myself on an anime. What? I was doing an anime impression.
Okay.
What? Do you think I was doing something inappropriate, Danny?
I never know with you. You know what I'm saying? It's because you're so condescending.
You never know with me? Condescending?
A lot of people are like, I don't think Frankie's condescending.
Yeah, I'm not condescending. If anything, I am the opposite of condescending, which is inascending, which I am rising you to the ascension.
Frankie, big words over there.
Ascending, I think, is the term.
I don't know.
I don't know. Danny, I've been okay. Got my tan on. I got my drank on. I got my hang on.
Did you smoke a cigar?
Did I? I'm trying to think.
Are you still a big cigar guy?
I enjoy a stick every now and then. I got my box right here. It's filled to the brim.
What do I have over here? I have something that you might appreciate. Let me see. 1 second.
I got to send you some stuff, man, because I got enough. Lord knows I got enough for both of us, And, but, when the kids are around, Danny, I know you're asking. When the kids are around, I don't enjoy one.
I have a
You don't have it in a humidor or anything? It's just sitting out there?
A Macanudo.
That's a nice stick. Do you have it in like any sort of like moist, humid? Okay.
This is like pretty solid.
Yeah, that's good for a couple days, maybe. Yeah. Not very long.
This thing needs to be smoked pretty soon.
Telling you, one of the best ones I ever had was actually it was a line item on a menu at a restaurant, and it was for dessert. It was a glass of rum and a cigar came dipped in it, and it was
Is that healthy?
Oh no.
Like that's got to be worse than a cigar, right?
I mean, I guess. When in Rome, though, like if you're gonna just destroy your body, why not just go for it?
You said you were in Rome?
No, I was in. When in Rome is a saying, Danny. I was in Miami.
Have you ever been to Rome?
I've never been outside the country.
What?
Yeah.
You ever been to Greece?
Never been outside the country. Try again.
You've never been to America?
Not. I'm not a big travel guy. Like I don't have like people have that itch to see the world. I'm cool. Like I'm okay. Travel is also very expensive.
Patreon.com/Stank Podcast. Thank you.
But seriously though, like it's like you want to go see the world and pay thousands of dollars to go look at a canyon. You know what I mean? Like
I think it's about the experience and who you experience with.
Yeah, and look, I'm sure like if I had the option and had the ability, if I had the ability to travel comfortably, I would do it. However, financially, I am in no position to just be going up and going places.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Also, was fun. That was the last time we were allowed to be people.
That's right. That's right. You were there. I saw you. That was a great time. We had a good time there.
Hell yeah, I had a lot of fun.
I feel bad, like, you know how, like, sometimes I feel bad, like, having a glass of something around Miles, and I don't have cigars around Miles because he's a child. And I sometimes feel like that around you because you don't drink.
No. Let me tell you, like, the first, like, couple months, it was hard for me to go out. Dude, I can go anywhere. I love watching drunk people, especially when my friends get drunk, because I get to remember everything, and I get to enjoy it, too.
You know, I will say that, you know, there was a period of time back in 2018 where I was sober, and observing people being drunk was quite enjoyable, I must admit.
Yeah, and then also it's like it's easy to pretend to be drunk. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I get a seltzer with a straw in it, and people think it's like a vodka soda, and I'm just like hanging out.
Yeah. Your natural base level of living is like what most people drunk is being.
Basically.
You know, how's your neck feeling? I know you hurt yourself stacking some Hot Wheels on your hiney.
Yeah, dude. Listen, setting world records. Nobody said it was ever easy, but like, I fucked my neck up laying on my back and having Selena stack these fucking cars on my asshole.
Did you contact Guinness? Are they going to come and give you?
I sent them the video. I sent them, all photo evidence. So it's in the council's hands now. But everybody knows I broke that record. Everybody knows that I am the king of stacking cars on my ass, and nobody's going to touch me. And if someone comes for my record, I will fucking break it. My ass is untouchable. My ass is outlandish, and my ass takes no prisoners.
So how many did you stack them on top of each other?
No, you got to pyramid stack it.
Oh, okay. 11 on your hiney?
12.
How did you do that? How did you pyramid stack 12?
5, 4, 2.
That's 11.
1. Yeah, but that 11 was to break the record, so that's how we did it. 5, 4, 2, and then 1.
All right, so I just got to beat 12?
Yeah, I swear to God, if you break my record, Frankie, I'll punch your face.
Crushing this goddamn record, Danny.
Do you even have 20 Hot Wheels, bitch?
I have a 5-year-old. If anyone has 20 Hot Wheels, it's this kid.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But how are you, Danny?
I'm doing good, man. Everything's all right. I'll be back in New York in about a month. So
you surviving in the swamp?
Surviving in the swamp, dude. It's just like 56 hospitals have hit like ICU capacity down here. So it's starting to get ugly down here. So if I came back to New York, I would have to quarantine for 14 days. I was thinking about coming back earlier, but now that I would have to be there for 14 days, I don't know. The shit's just fucking crazy, bro. Shit's
Do you remember when you left New York because you wanted to get away from the epicenter?
Yeah, and now I'm in the other one.
No, you're in both. It just follows you, Danny.
They closed. I'm patient zero. Something is with me.
Danny, I got to tell you something. You know, what's it, Murphy's Law? What can go wrong will go wrong?
Yes.
That is like your mantra, let me tell you, because
100%.
I love you. Like health reasons, you know, I mean, you've expressed, you know, you always got something going on with that, but then like, you know, like your phone is dying, your computer's crashing, you're this, you're that.
I just need as a person to just be more regimented, I think.
I don't know. It's a weird. Becca's making dinner. It looks and smells great, and that's her, not the dinner. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she is a dinner. You know what I'm saying? Look at her. God, she's wearing. Oh my God.
Listen, I'm not gonna.
You ever just stare at your lady and just be like, "Why are they with me?"
Yeah, it usually happens every morning around 8:00.
It has nothing to do with you. Becca got upset with me yesterday because, as a joke, I told my stream, twitch.tv/over that for money, she used to poop on people's chests. And, like, she was like, babe, seriously, that's how rumors start. You need to stop.
I mean, that's not the worst rumor in the world. Like,
yeah.
that'd be a cool conversation starter.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like, she doesn't realize that. Like, if I did something that cool in my life, I would tell a lot of people about it.
I've never done it.
I know. I know it's not a thing, but what I'm saying is like, if it was, I wouldn't be ashamed because that's such a conversation piece.
Yeah, it wouldn't end the conversation. Like I would be more enticed to go on with the conversation.
Exactly. You want to know more about this. You need to inquire more as to,
Yes.
what you ate, what time of day it was, all stuff like that. And, I guess shame on me for wanting to embellish a little bit.
Also, you were trying to give her a career, like just being like, hey, listen, if we got to go back in time and start pooping on each other.
How many times, Danny, do people ask you about the weirdest job you've ever done? And
all the time.
that's an easy answer. I'm giving her layups right here.
Listen, there's three.
What?
There's.
I know you didn't do it. That's what we're joking about. She's very unhappy with me. She's very unhappy with me right now.
What would be your stage name? The Plopper?
What would be your stage name? What was your stage name? What is it? The Bean Flicker. Her nickname is Bean.
Oh.
So that'd be good.
Bean Flicker. It's a double entendre. I get it.
Yeah. It also means, female masturbation.
Yes.
We're good.
Oh my God.
Movies, TV, video games, Danny. Movie, TV, video games. And yeah, we got that in there every now and then.
There goes the monetization.
Whatever. Monetization.
Guys, this is the basement yard sign. The Stank sign will be back. It fell and broke, unfortunately.
We're hoping that the basement yard sign brings more people to watch.
Yeah. We're trying to get the views up, so I put this on so I can trick people into thinking that it's the basement yard.
I can look like Joey and like talk like him and be him, basically.
You know what's so hard for me sometimes is like when I'm focused on one thing.
I'm being Joe.
Oh, okay. Like when I'm focused on one thing, it's hard for me to like do. I was going with that, but like when I'm focused on one thing, it's hard for me to be productive.
Yo, honestly, this drives me nuts. The only thing hindering your own production
is me.
Is your own, dude, it's your own mind.
I knew it.
When you wake up every single morning, if you don't have the mentality to go out there and get after it, then there's legitimately, you've already lost that day, go to sleep and wake up the next day. When you're sleeping, you best believe that you need to be thinking.
Joe is so good at like subliminally telling you that you're a lazy piece of shit. He
is in a past life, he was a tap dancer because boy, oh boy, does he tap dance around.
Oh my God.
He'll be like, yo, he'll be tip, 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 tip. He'll be like, I just want to let you know that you haven't done enough. Tip, tip, tip. And there's so much more that I know you can do. Tip, tip, tip. And so you don't become like a piece of shit. Tap, tap, tap. And it's like, just say it. Just say you think I'm a lazy prick.
Yeah, just say you fucking hate me already.
Yeah. So I'm trying not to say baby and okay, Danny, or all right, Danny.
All right, Danny.
All right, Danny. I'm trying not to.
What's going on, baby? What's going on, baby? Banter the dude, baby.
Becca hates when I say I'll be honest or honestly or stuff like that because she's like, why aren't you always honest? And it's like, I am, but like it adds weight to something. You know what I mean?
I agree.
I guess not when you're talking to your significant other, but like when like if like I'm talking to like someone like on the planet, I can be like, yo, honestly, they might not know me that well. You know what I mean? Danny was making fun of how I call everyone baby. Yeah, see, Becca hates it. I do. I say, well, that's just more, I like telling people I love them. Tell me you're upset with that. Whenever I talk to most of my friends, at the end of the conversation, I say, I love you.
I do too. I'm a fucking bitch.
Only if I love them, though.
Yeah. I'm not just throwing loves yous out there.
Take a wild guess. Take a wild guess who never has responded ever.
Becca.
What? No.
Obviously, Miles.
Miles, if I have a lollipop or an ice pop, he'd be like, I love you. And I'll be like, all right, take it. Get out of here, kid.
That's fine. Yeah. But Joe's not going to say he loves you.
Never. Literally, I don't think I think he said it like maybe like 3 times in my whole life. And that's 25 years of friendship right there, guys. Actually, 26 this year.
Wow. You guys didn't do anything for your 25th?
No. Hold on. 25. 25.
When is it 20? When is it? Now or next year?
20. It's 25 this year, I believe. 95. became friends. When we were 3, yeah. Yeah. 25 years of friendship. This kid doesn't even care. He doesn't tell me he loves me. I need it. Movies, TV, video games.
Do you think that Joe finished his best man speech?
That I do believe he finished because, like, he is very passionate about, like, that. Joey, he shows love in other ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he shows love through actions.
That's correct. So, yeah.
He loves hard.
He loves very hard.
You know, he's been putting up with me for like 2 years, so yeah. I already know he loves me.
Oh, yeah. So as we promised, we are doing a spoiler review of Last of Us 2 this week. However, we're not going to get right into that because there are people that don't want to hear that yet. They haven't finished the game. So that will be at the tail end of the show. It will be a healthy chunk of it. I'll put on spoiler glasses.
Yes.
So if you guys skip forward and you see me wearing glasses, you can see it. And then in terms of the audio only, we'll figure out a way. Maybe at the beginning of this episode, we'll tell you like, hey, go to this time.
Yeah.
And if it's not there, I'm sorry. Just fast forward and
then if you don't want to get spoiled and you're gonna leave, please leave a like. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please subscribe. Okay. We want to hit 30,000 subs, and then we want to be able to, support our families with
God,
talking about video games, guys. Make our fucking dreams come true, guys. Fuck!
Make our dreams come true.
There's that little fucking mother fudger.
Take it easy. Take it easy, guys. Danny got an earful from Miles the other day, and it was incredible.
Oh, dude, I cut his ass up in a promo though.
No, this kid torched you. You know it. Don't even sit there and pretend like you don't.
Wasn't even close.
All right, Danny. So, damn it, I did it. The reason Danny's making fun of me, we actually just recorded a Patreon exclusive episode that you can check out at patreon.com/the Podcast, where Danny did a bunch of impressions in different scenarios. And one of them, spoiler, was me. So go to patreon.com/the Podcast. Pick a tier that works for you. If you get included in the $10 tier or up, you get entered into a random giveaway.
Yes.
Congrats to last month's winner.
Pam.
And then
Pam!
For this month, the giveaway, you get to choose between a $50 gift card, a copy of Paper Mario and the Origami King, or Ghost of Tsushima. So check it out, Doc, right now.
Ghost of Tsushima!
Patreon.com/Stank Podcast. Also want to give a quick shout out to our $50 patrons. As I said we were going to be doing, Danny. All right?
Yeah,
we've been reaching out to them to try to get those
yeah, guys, let's get it together here. We want to talk to you. Let's figure it out.
As of right now, we have two $50 patrons. That's Heidi Lambert, a.k.a. U.S. Navy Lady Veteran, and Nicole Derelou. So thank you guys.
Let's go.
All right, Danny. My apologies.
No, it's all right. Hey, listen, got to get business out of the way first, baby. I understand it.
Go on with your bad self.
Come on now with it. The show, Frankie. The show.
Sorry, Danny. All right, so, yeah, we're going to talk about two things. Danny, what have you been watching, huh?
You know what I watched last night? Walk Hard. And I'm going to tell you, the music in that movie is so underrated. It's very good.
It's a very good movie. Very good spoof. I feel like just top to bottom, it's like it's making fun of everything, and it doesn't get talked about enough.
It doesn't get talked about enough. I really think that movie is slept on. Let me hold you, midget man. Pretend that you're flying in space.
Walk hard.
Also, the song at the end, Beautiful Ride, is so fucking good.
The first time I watched it, the hardest I laughed was Tim Meadows. He's like, go away, Dewey. You don't want none of this. And he's like, what is it? And he goes, it's marijuana. And he's like, you don't want none of this. You get it. Yo, I was belly laughing when that was
I don't want no hangover. It doesn't give you a hangover.
It doesn't give you one.
Yeah, I don't want to get addicted to it. It's non-habit forming.
Yo, it's so good. And then it continues as the drugs continue.
I don't want to OD on it. You can't OD on it.
It's so good. And then just there's such great cameos in there from Paul Rudd,
Jack Black.
Yeah,
Jane
Jason
Lynch,
Schwartzman,
Jason
Jane Lynch.
Schwartzman, Frankie Muniz as Buddy Holly,
That's right.
Jack White as Elvis Presley.
Jack White as Elvis Presley. He's like, I'm the king, baby.
It's a great.
You're gonna be chefs?
Yeah, we're gonna make some of this orange dough.
That looks good.
But yeah, I think it's a very underrated movie. It's one of my favorite comedies, especially like those spoof movies, like the scary movies and shit like that. Like it's very, very funny.
The scary movie, like those spoof movies, scary movies, disaster movie, date movie, like the ones that I know are bad. They're such guilty pleasure movies for me.
Oh yeah, I watch them every time they're on TV. I don't
because
know why.
I have to like you have to like relish in how bad they are. You know what I mean?
And they know they're bad. That's the good thing. It's like, listen, we know this movie's bad.
Yeah, they don't take themselves too seriously. But from my understanding, they would make a crap ton of money.
Yeah, man.
Like hypothetically, let's look it up right now. Date movie, awful movie. By the way,
what is date movie?
You don't remember Date Movie? It was just a spoof. It was like Epic Movie Meet the Spartans.
Oh yeah.
This movie came out 2006 with a budget of $20 million, and it made $84.8 million.
Hey man, that's a return on investment right there,
dude. That's crazy. Epic Movie, hypothetically, Epic Movie, 2.4 out of 10 on IMDb, 2% on Rotten Tomatoes. Budget of $20 million, made just under $90 million. Like these movies are making bread,
bro. Scary Movie budget was $19 million. They made $278 million.
Well, so that's the thing. I don't put Scary Movie 1 and Scary Movie 2 in the same category because although they are those spoof movies, those were like legitimately funny.
Yeah, they were funny.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, when did I watch? I recently watched Scary Movie 1, and I was like, oh, we watched it together at Joey's. It is It's dated. There are things and jokes in there that don't last. They don't hold up as well, but it is so funny.
Dudes. Jesus. I can't believe they made this much money.
Let's see what else. Like, I mean, the ones that are like Meet the Spartans, Vampires Suck, I never saw. But like even those movies made bread, dude. $20 million budget, $81.4 million box office. Like, again, they don't perform well, but they do make movies. And the girl from That's So Raven was in this. Hey now, but say now, but put it down. Don't make me do it. Yeah, these are all guilty pleasures for me. And then the Scary Movie 3 onward, they just got awful.
Yeah, but they still made money, man. I'm looking at it right now. They made a shit ton of bows.
But they had to have, like, toward the end, like I'm looking here at the cast for Scary Movie 5. Lindsay Lohan, Charlie Sheen. Like, those aren't cheap people to get into a movie. You know what I mean?
That's why I think most of the budget probably went to paying the people.
Well, Lord knows it didn't go to the special effects or anything. You remember like how these movies look? My goodness, they were awful.
Yeah, they were terrible.
I haven't seen. Oh my goodness. 3.5 on IMDb, 4% on Rotten Tomatoes, 5 out of 5 by Walmart.
Hey, Walmart knows what they're talking.
I guess you know. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, man. And it's crazy because like I said, another great spoof movie I watched recently. It's not, again, some jokes don't hold up well. Not Another Teen Movie.
That was a great one.
This better ratings. With no word on the budget here, but $66.5 million at the box office. Can't imagine it was too expensive. A lot of people forget.
This one did $43 million.
Chris Evans' first movie, I believe.
Yep. Plays a quarterback.
He plays, dude, and he crushes it.
I thought that movie was actually very funny.
Yeah. From what I remember, it had funny moments. I mean, like all the movies, like there are parts where you're like, oh, that wasn't really that great, but what are you going to do? You know?
All right, Danny.
Anything else you've been watching?
What else did I watch? Oh, I watched Lennox Hill on Netflix. It's a series about doctors. Lennox Hill Hospital in New York. That's where I did my psych ward intake. But they showed what it's like basically working there. And the last episode, I think, is the one that everybody should watch because it's about the COVID spike.
Really?
Yes. And it's live. It's filmed in Lennox Hill when COVID was at the peak in New York, in Greenwich Village, and in Upper East Side. So I think everyone that's been, thinking about, why we I shouldn't wear a mask, and I don't want to get too political on here. Just go watch that episode. There's people fucking dying on that shit, and it's fucking powerful shit.
Listen to me. I don't know why someone turned the idea of wearing a mask during all this into a political thing. So we don't get too political on here, but wearing a mask is not about politics. Yes, buddy. Oh yeah, we watched The Mask. Miles and I have been crushing The Mask, and guess what? Amazing. But I'll say it, and I'll be the one to do it, so people don't get mad at you. Wearing a mask is not political. Whoever made it a political or politicized conversation is wildly irresponsible. There is 100% of medical professionals that have been on the front lines of this basically saying like, don't do this. You know what I mean? Like wear a mask, please, to protect yourself. But I rest my case. I think Becca watched, like the first episode of that. Babe, did you watch that Lennox Hill documentary on Netflix about the hospital? You were watching one. Yeah, it did. I was trying to eat and it made me nausage. Nausage. I had sausage for lunch, so I guess.
Maybe nausage.
Maybe nausage.
I got so nausage.
I got something on my mind, I guess.
Yeah, but that was good. What else did I watch? Hamilton.
Oh, save your opinion on Hamilton because one of the VMs that we have that are in our DMs actually is going to be getting into that.
Okay.
But all right. I was going to say, all right, Danny. Moving on. Like I said, we don't really have many stories before we get into the Last of Us 2 review. But did you see this Shia LaBeouf? You see this guy?
Now, listen, I know there's method acting, but I really hope that he wanted these tattoos, man. These tattoos are so fucking gross. I really hope they're not real.
Dude, so there's method acting, and there's method acting to the point where it's not like legit method acting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like Jared Leto, like sending people like his dick or something. Like,
yes. So, guys, if you don't know what we're referencing, a trailer for David Ayer's new movie Tax Collector came out, and Shia LaBeouf legitimately, like not like legitimately for his role, got a chest tattoo. And I actually, it got multiple tattoos for the role, and it is as bad as you would assume it looks.
How did the trailer look?
To be honest, like the trailer looked fine. Like if this is the thing. I feel like if this was a movie, that looks like it has like a real deep, like meaning, like a Peanut Butter Falcon or you know, a Honey Boy, something that like he's done recently that clearly resonates a lot with him and his soul, I would understand that sort of method acting. But like it looks like it's a story of a guy who is like, I guess like a loan shark or tax collector for like gangs in like the LA area. And it doesn't seem like that would be the role that you would really get into method acting for. You know what I mean? Like why?
Yeah, that sounds just like you're going to collect a check on that one.
Like, Danny, if I told you like, yo, you're playing, you know, like you're playing someone who gets caught just like cranking out just HJs in Central Park. And you're all right, would you go method?
Yeah, I'd probably jerk some people off before it.
You'd go method?
I'm just being 100% honest. If I got to jerk somebody.
I like that you're being honest, I have to admit. But I don't know if I would like, that's a lot, dude.
Is Shia LaBeouf like Mexican in this movie?
I believe he is, yeah. Did you didn't see the trailer or are you watching it now?
I'm watching it right now.
I mean, listen, I'm sure the movie will be fine. I got to be honest. Peanut Butter Falcon, Honey Boy, I thought were great movies. He's shown, you know, the last two movies he's shown that he's doing, you know, good stuff. I don't think I remember a Shia LaBeouf movie I don't like except for the Transformers movies.
Well, those are, I guess he's been an action star before.
Shia LaBeouf IMDb I should look up. But I guess this old movies have the opportunity to be good, but I don't know. Oh, and then there was that one where he was having like actual sex with people.
Yeah, that was
What was it? Nymphomaniac or something like that?
Nymphomania or some shit.
Yeah, Peanut Butter Falcon, Fury, good movie. Borg vs. McEnroe, I didn't see that. American Honey, I don't think I saw that either. That was a skateboarding movie, I think, right?
Yes. He has like cauliflower ear. I really hope he didn't give himself cauliflower ear.
Dude, like who would have thought 15, 20 years ago if I like, let's go back to 2000. Even Stevens cranking it out on, Disney Channel. If you were to say, "Yo, this kid is going to be like a super crazy method actor," would you have even thought of that?
I mean, good for him. But this is just very odd. I love Shia LaBeouf though.
I've always loved Shia LaBeouf. You know,
I mean, since I was a kid, I was like, this guy's the man.
guy's like a tortured soul, though.
Yeah, he's got some issues.
Let me tell you, Becca's found a newfound love for Shia LaBeouf. There's something about him that's like dark and mysterious. You know, he was doing that thing where he was going to be living outside for the entire Trump presidency in Astoria. You remember that?
Yes.
It's not there anymore.
No.
I'm pretty sure Ralph went to meet him, and like Ralph, like you did, like because remember it was like a live video, and Ralph like went up to him, and you could see, and I think I pulled it up when I was at work, and it was Ralph just like, "Yo, what's up, man?" I'm like, "Yo, you're awesome. I'm a big fan." And he cranked out his guitar, and he started like, playing some Ed Sheeran or something.
Ralph is singing his ass off these days. Good for him.
Dude, I am so upset that Ralph has never even once asked us to come onto the show. It shows that he doesn't care.
He doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't, right? It's not me making that up.
It's just hateful.
It is. So
it looks okay.
My question for you in regard to this Shia LaBeouf stuff is, what would be legit? Yeah. What would be like the most you would do for a movie role?
Maybe get like a tooth taken out, or like.
That's fair.
Or like starve myself or something. Like I would do.
Yeah, like not eat. I wish I could use the excuse of like.
That's what I'm saying. If it was like, yo, we're gonna pay you $8 million, but you have to lose 40 pounds, like I won't eat for a month. Dude,
$8 million. What's like the going rate for actors in like a Hollywood movie?
Oh, I have no idea. If I go to,
I'm not talking like the Tom Hankses where they're probably getting paid like 10 to 12 million per movie. Could you imagine? Why hasn't Joey gotten his acting gigs yet, man? This kid.
The actor performer is anywhere from $29K to $410K per year. That's like non-movie.
That's not true. Okay, that
makes acting look awesome.
I mean, $29K is very like that. That's if you're working. You know what I mean? Like doing like commercials or something. I could imagine there are people that don't make that at all.
Did you watch like the McEnroe thing that he did?
No, I was just the Borg versus McEnroe, right?
Yeah. I got to check that out. I never watched that.
Yeah, I agree. I think I'd get like a tooth taken out or like a tattoo. Like actually probably not a tattoo. I don't have a tattoo now, like a piercing.
Yeah, I would get a piercing. I would get a tattoo, but not like that.
Or like maybe like shave my head. That's an easy one.
Yeah, shave my head, like do some weird shit.
Would you go full frontal in a movie for the right amount?
Yeah, if I could fluff myself up and get it real nice.
Yeah. These people that go in just unfluffed, it's like, what are they doing with themselves?
Yeah. Make this dick semi-hard. I need it.
Whoa, look at your hands.
Look at this.
Oh, hey, Miles. Oh, that looks like – look at that, dude.
Miles's hands, for those that are listening in audio only, are covered in orange dough. I think him and Becca are making sweet potato tortillas.
Yum yums.
Don't touch your face, you grossy gross. I bet it doesn't taste good. This kid almost just ate it right behind me. My God.
I saw him.
So, moving on. You heard about this thing?
You heard about this? Is SNL going to come back on time, you think? Probably not.
I don't know. That's a great question. I got to tell you, they got to stop doing the like at home. Like some of them are not very good.
A lot of people like them.
There are some that I liked, but I think that the allure of it is, kind of the fact that it's live and it can like edited SNL is just, it loses its, it loses its flair.
I hear you. It's like edited wrestling. It's like some of the wrestling's good. A lot of it's shit.
I am taking a pledge here, Danny. I don't know if you heard what happened in WWE, but the COVID outbreak, until this COVID thing is over, I'm boycotting WWE. I cannot support them in good faith. I got to admit. Did you hear about this? So reportedly, Vince McMahon told people coming to work, like, yo, if you come to work, you can't wear a mask.
Really?
And they were like only taking like people's temperatures. They were doing no tests. And then they finally did a test because one person tested positive and like 30 people tested positive.
Oh my God.
Dude, it's like, come on. Like, you know, like how irresponsible can you be?
Oh my God. Those who aren't wearing a mask will be. Oh, they just put one in.
Yeah, they just did, but oh, there's a fly.
Damn,
so
dude.
I can't. Did you hear though that apparently Microsoft is looking to buy the Warner Brothers game developers?
Oh, so like the Batman and the Vince McMahon has lost his mind.
Dude, he lost his mind a long time ago.
What is he doing?
When you can control the own creative process of your entertainment and like make yourself like an untouchable like god,
what is he doing?
You have like a lot of like you're gonna lose your mind. You know what I mean?
This is so dumb.
So yeah, reportedly Microsoft is looking, and particularly Xbox is looking to buy the Warner Brothers game developers. There are other people, I think like EA's in the running, which stay away from EA. But that two of the big names in that would include Rocksteady, who do the Batman stuff, and NetherRealm Studios, who do Injustice and Mortal Kombat. What do you think? What would it be a good or bad move if they were to, you know, kind of take sole ownership of like basically the DC characters for video games?
I mean, if you just hire the right people and put them in there and get this fucking thing on the road, it's just, I don't see why we have to keep going through hoops and loops of people acquiring shit and all this. Like, listen, Mortal Kombat is doing great for itself. I don't know why, but Mortal Kombat's doing great. Besides, like Ronda Rousey being fucking Sonya.
Oh, so bad.
But like that was really good. Sorry, I got sidetracked because I was reading this article that Johnny Depp gave his daughter marijuana when she was 13.
Tweet your own. Who are we to judge his parenting? You know, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't give a little of the stickiest of the icky? You know,
to a 13-year-old.
Yeah, why not? Right?
Yo, actors are so fucking weird, bro.
Dude, this guy's out of his mind. Like, did you need more like evidence that this guy's crazy?
Oh my God.
But going back to the Microsoft and the NetherRealm and Rocksteady. So you don't like that you have to like jump through kind of like who owns what and stuff like that?
No, because then like they're gonna probably make some games exclusive and shit, which is annoying. Like, you know, it's one of those things you got to just see how they roll it out. Like, are they gonna want to share with PlayStation? Maybe they won't. I
mean, to be honest, it seems like PlayStation, because PlayStation has, it seems like PlayStation has the Marvel characters. They got Spider-Man exclusively. I don't know, is the Avengers game coming out for Xbox?
Yes.
It is? Okay,
yeah.
So I guess, you know, they would try to lock in a deal. It seems like Sony might want to like move forward and lock in a deal for those characters, but it would be kind of Mortal Kombat, let everyone have it. You know what I mean? Like don't limit Mortal Kombat because that'd be cruel. The DC stuff though, that I feel like could be a huge get for them. Because think about it, they would have all the Injustice games, make that an exclusive.
Yeah.
They would have all the, you know, like Arkham stuff they can make exclusive, that rumored Suicide Squad. Keep going.
I was making sure. I was just making sure that you're up and at 'em and you're understanding where I'm coming from. I'm horny.
Really?
Yeah, dude. All this fucking talk about video games, movies, all this other stuff, forget about that. When are we going to fuck?
You know what could help? Do you know what could help?
What can help?
Our friends over at... Come on, this was a layup, dude. I know, but I don't
want to throw the sex right into the ads. Let's talk about something else. Hey, man, your hair looks really good today.
Thanks.
You know what else is really good?
What?
HelloFresh. HelloFresh, our friends at HelloFresh, all right? Get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering sensational recipes delivered right to your door with HelloFresh. That's right, America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh lets you skip those trips to the grocery store. It makes home cooking fun, easy, and affordable. That is right, okay? HelloFresh offers so many recipes to choose from each week to help you break out of your recipe rut. Keep it fresh. I don't like to eat the same thing over and over again. It drives me insane, all right? And there's something for everyone, including low-cal, vegetarian, family-friendly recipes every week. HelloFresh offers fresh, high-quality ingredients every week for a super flavorful experience. Over 90% of ingredients are sourced directly from the growers to ensure the freshest of recipes there are delivered right to your door, okay? HelloFresh has sent me some stuff down here in Florida, and it is fantastic. I've had some Szechuan chicken that has been unbelievable, all right? HelloFresh can help you eat more sustainably, okay? HelloFresh pre-portioned ingredients mean there's less prep for you and less food waste. You don't want to waste your food. The packaging HelloFresh uses to ship your food, okay, is almost entirely made from recyclable and or already recycled content. Its carbon footprint is 25% lower than store-bought grocery-made meals, and that's a big deal, okay? And they're flexible. It fits with your lifestyle. Keep your fridge stocked by adding extra proteins or sides like garlic bread to your weekly order. Easily change your delivery days or food preferences and skip a week whenever you need. Feeding the whole family has never been easier with larger box sizes for more servings and more savings, all right? And also, HelloFresh is committed to giving back. HelloFresh is committed to making fresh, delicious food available now more than ever and has taken extra steps to keep its employees and customers safe during these wild times. HelloFresh has donated over 2.5 million meals to charities in 2019, and this year is stepping up their food donations amid the coronavirus crisis. Okay? All right. Listen, I have it. Like I said, it's been fantastic. Okay? I know they sent me some meals. Joe's had some meals. They've been very, very tasty. Like I said, I'm going to actually have a HelloFresh meal tonight because the food is very, very good. Okay, so listen, it's so good that it wants the members of the Stank Army to check it out, okay? So if you go to HelloFresh.com/Stank80 and use the code STANK80, you get a total of $80 off, including free shipping on your first box, okay? Additional restrictions apply. Please visit HelloFresh.com for more details. That is HelloFresh.com/Stank80, okay, for $80 off your first one. I'm telling you, Frankie, have you received your HelloFresh yet?
Oh, baby, have I.
It is tasty.
Listen, if you need a little jolt on some, ideas for recipes and stuff like that, including now we have all this time to be cooking, because people have been home a lot more frequently, there's no reason why you shouldn't get HelloFresh.
Oh, you need HelloFresh. I know what you were trying to do. You were trying to throw me into this other ad by other friends at Blue Chew. But I didn't want the cursing to run in. I want our ads to be nice and clean and squeaky. Okay.
I like that.
All right. So listen, we all know about Blue Chew. Big friends of the show. We're friends, and I'm a fan of their stuff. Okay. Because guess what? I'm the type of dude who likes a nice roll in the hay. There's nothing wrong with rolling in the hay. But let's talk about sex. All right. Good sex. Remember the days where you were always ready to go. Now you can increase your performance and get that extra confidence in bed. All right. BlueChew.com, that's blue like the color, brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, so you know that they work, okay? You can take them anytime, day or night, even on a full stomach, and since they're chewable, obviously your body's going to digest it way faster, so you can be ready whenever an opportunity arises to get your freak on. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I use it. I love it. Helps me get to that round 2. Helps me get to where I need to be, helps me reach my pinnacle in my sex life, okay? All right, now this isn't just for guys who can't perform. Like I said, if you want a little extra function and enhance that performance, you could do it now, okay? Most guys talk a good game, but listen, a lot of us are one and done. I'm not trying to be one and done. I'm trying to stay out there and swing for the fence, okay? Blue Chew is prescribed online and shipped straight to your door in a discreet package. So no in-person doctor's visits, no waiting in the pharmacy, and best of all, no awkwardness. You don't have to walk up and be like, hey, I got some stuff going on. Can you help me out? Now they send it right to your house, okay? Right now, they got a special deal for our listeners. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our special code Stank. Just pay $5 for shipping. That's Blue Chew, BLUE, like the color, bluechew.com/stank and get your first try free. Okay, Blue Chew is better, cheaper, faster choice, and we want to thank them for sponsoring the podcast.
What a beautiful way.
God, your mic is so loud.
Is it? My apologies. What a beautiful way. How's that? Is that better?
No, it's not.
Really? What about now?
Turn it down.
What do you mean? Turn it down. How's
All right,
that?
now you're good. Now you're good. You're great now.
That's good?
That's perfect.
I think you're pulling my leg.
No, I'm not pulling your leg. It was loud as shit.
Pulling my leg.
All
right, Danny.
I'll pull something else on you.
Oh, you better.
I'll pull that penis right off.
Dude, could you imagine?
If I ripped your dick off, it's possible.
Have you ever gotten like a painful crank? Don't you love how I need to like tiptoe around saying certain things when Miles is in the room?
Yeah, I had to tiptoe around it just for myself. Oh,
I'm in trouble. I'm big time trouble.
damn! You say you're gonna put you on timeout?
Yeah, I'm in timeout after I'm done. Have you ever got a painful crank?
From myself? Yes.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, I like a little pain in my game.
Do you?
Sometimes, but yeah, I've gotten a painful crank before.
If you ever need like extra help, like just call me, and I'll just like berate you verbally. Or you know what might get the job done? Just look at the text thread from Joey. I'm sure that helps.
What's up? That's funny.
So, as promised, we are going to be doing a Last of Us 2 spoiler review. It's been, by the time this comes out.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Bang, bang.
I was waiting for you to come in.
Yeah, it's been 3 weeks since this game came out. If you haven't played it, you need a shout. I don't know what a shout is, but.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Frankie,
Sorry, that's not my strong suit, Danny.
I think if you tried a little harder, I think maybe you'd surprise yourself.
Really?
That's right.
Oh, no. Opa,
It's
you
been.
Okay? Yeah, 3 weeks since this game came out. If you guys don't want it spoiled, please don't stay here. If you don't mind, I understand. If you don't want it spoiled, though, and you don't want to be here, please just make sure you leave a like, subscribe, tell your friends about the show. Anything that you can do helps. Literally, we need it.
Yes, please.
I'm going to be putting on glasses.
Okay.
And they are the spoiler glasses.
Love that.
And before we get into the spoiler part, it seems like there's a debate online, Danny. And I want to do this for people that still want to listen but don't want to be spoiled. So I have not put the spoiler glasses on yet.
Okay, yeah, it's been.
Danny, Last of Us 2, spoiler review, non-spoiler talk before we get into the spoilers. Is Last of Us 2 a good game?
Last of Us 2 is a good game. Everyone needs to relax. It's a good game. It's just, like I said, the writing was a little foofy.
Before we get into the specifics of the writing,
It was a little Fukuyama Supreme for me.
what about it made it a little Fukuyama Supreme?
It was just a little bit all over the place. The timing, the jumping back in the fourth, back into the fourth. I just said back and forth in the story was just a little too much for me.
Okay.
They tried to make us sympathize with some people that I don't think they tried some stuff and a lot of it missed. That was the thing.
Okay. What about gameplay wise? How did you feel the game like stacked up compared to the first, the original classic?
I think it was cool. They added some stealth elements. My biggest problem with the game is the shooting sucks.
Yeah, I think my biggest problem with the game, this is not a spoiler, is the animation to choke people out is very slow.
Yeah, and it's like
yeah, and they're like, shh, quiet.
yeah. Rip this person's throat out. Kill them already. Kill them.
Yeah, I agree with you. It is a good game. In fact, I would say it's higher. It's on a higher level than just good. I think it is a very good game. But because of how it's compared to the first one, That's what's really going to bring people down.
Yeah, and I think a part of it is ruined a little bit of. I think you hit the nail on the head a couple of weeks ago when you were just like, they shouldn't have made this, but it was still an enjoyable game. I had a very good time playing the game. It's not like I was.
Yeah. So the reason that the first game, like I stand by it. I don't think this game needed to be made. However, dollar
I
signs
agree.
are in people's eyes, and there were compelling parts of Last of Us 2 story. However, the way that one ended, kind of with and again, I guess spoilers for number one, with the ambiguity of kind of where the relationship between Joel and Ellie is going to go, it almost is like more satisfying because either way, people would be unhappy. You know what I mean? But allowing people
sure.
to kind of say for themselves, like, oh, maybe it worked out well, maybe it didn't. That's what I think. All right. The spoiler glasses are going on.
Okay.
Here we go. If you're watching the video, the spoiler glasses are on, as you can see. If you're listening audio only, you can. I am putting the spoiler glasses on now, and hopefully you guys still listen at the end of the audio only, in order to, stay hang with us. See if your VM got picked for the DM. What's up, bud? You okay? Oh, he's not happy. So Danny. Spoiler review. This is the last warning for everyone here. We are talking spoilers for Last of Us 2. Let's start with the beginning.
Okay.
Because game opens up. You're in Jackson, which is the new settlement where Ellie and Joel are in Wyoming. The trailer that showed us, years ago that showed us, Ellie kind of, smooching on that lady, also known as Dina, kind of takes place the morning after. Immediately you're thrown for a loop because you start playing as somebody else, a character by the name of Abby.
Yes.
What was your first thought when you first started playing as Abby?
When I was first playing as Abby, I mean, it almost was a nail in the coffin that I knew Joel was going to die within the next hour or so of the game. So, like, a part of me almost didn't want to play the game because I knew Joel was going to die. And a part of me had feelings, like, and understanding that Joel's probably going to die. I don't like how they did this bait and switch with the commercials and the trailers, how they switched it out. So, like, I thought Joel would last a little longer, but, like, the whole thing with Abby coming in that early and having Joel die within the first 2 hours, it's like it just wasn't portrayed the right way. Like, him getting bludgeoned to death, him, like, being like, hey, my name's Joel. All right, I'll save you. Like, he wouldn't do these things. That's not a Joel thing to do. Because in The Last of Us 1, they're literally driving and the guy's like, help me. And he's like, oh, no, he's pretending he's not hurt. And he runs him over with a car. So, like, why would he do this now?
Yeah, it opened up like that was, there were rumors that Joel was going to die. And I think that's what people pretty much assumed with the game. And there were few ways that they could really screw it up. But you're almost instantly, with maybe an hour and a half into the game, boom, Joel's gone.
Yeah.
And not just like, is he gone? Like he's like brutally gone. You know what I mean? Like this guy's face is bashed in front of Ellie.
Yes.
And it sets up. I do think that the one thing that it did do right is it provided a kind of inciting incident for the rest of the game. First game was, incident was get Ellie over to the Fireflies. This one, it like instantly hits you like, all right, like this is what this game is going to be. We're going to hunt down this D-bag, and Abby and her friends, and we're gonna go after. So in that way, I think it was effective because it did set up the rest of the game. But people were so excited to see Joel and Ellie's relationship continue, and you just didn't get that, and it was literally ripped immediately from your hands.
Yeah, it just left a bad taste in my mouth in terms of like, yo, listen. I want to like this game so bad, but as soon as I saw that they were showing a character that honestly I didn't care about even throughout the entire game to completion, I never fell in love with this character. I never felt remorse for this character. When you kill somebody as beloved as Joel Miller, you are not going to be liked in the video game community. And then being forced to play 10 hours with this character. Not only 10 hours, plus you have to rebuild your weapons. You have to retake your supplements. You have to redo this, playing 2 games. And I just really think they missed big time with this. Not one part of me was ever like, I want Abby to succeed. I wanted her to die the entire game. So, like, they did a terrible job in making me feel like I'm going to care about this character because Joel killed her dad. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So the character that you end up starting as, Abby Dawson or whatever, I don't even know. But
she's a big bitch. Dude,
Becca put it the best way. Becca was like,
Diesel.
God damn, this girl was a meat house. She's watching me play, and Becca goes, it looks like Pete. And I could not get that look out of my head. This girl looks exactly like Pete Molino.
Yeah. Also, they showed titties in this game in like rough doggy style set. What was that about?
Dude, this game didn't pull any punches. I mean, not only with like the brutality that they showed, and I was talking with Becca about this because I was playing it, I think, yesterday morning. And all of a sudden, this girl's just getting, she's getting brought to the eatery. You know what I mean? Like she's getting, a one-way ticket to Pound Town, if you know what I mean.
And there's no way that I cannot think about this when it happens. In all these post-apocalyptic games and shows, their vaginas have to be so gross. And their dicks have to be so stinky.
Disgusting. Absolutely. And she was like looking for Owen in the aquarium the whole time. And like, she stinks. Like there's nothing enjoyable about that.
Yeah.
I said to Becca, and I think this might have something to do with it. I never have I seen in a video game that I can really recall, a sex scene like that.
No, I've never seen somebody get thrashed from behind in full frontal.
I think for the ratings, because the game did get rated M, and I saw nudity in there, and I thought it was just the clickers because the clicker enemies are nude.
You see their ass and shit.
I think the way that they kind of got away without making it like an adults only game is, and this doesn't come. This is just purely observational. Abby is so muscular and muscularly built that her without a shirt on resembles just the build of like a very muscular man.
The bitch's yokes up.
Yo, she's cock diesel, dude. This girl is huge.
Wasn't there an argument too? They were like, she's trans, and I was like, guys, what are you?
Yeah, I mean, maybe she is.
Like, if it doesn't come from fucking Neil Druckmann, like, I can't.
Yeah. But so you kind of you brought up a really good point too that is worth talking about is you go through 10 hours. This is a very long game, Danny.
So fucking long. It's twice as long as the first one.
I will play Crash Bandicoot with you, Miles.
Show, bro.
If you play the game kind of all the way through and you're not like dying a lot at parts like I did, I would say at least 24, 25 hours.
Bro, I would get terrified at some of these deaths too. And it's like,
yeah.
You'd be like,
yeah.
I'm like,
they added the lurkers or the stalkers, whatever those characters are called. And dude, terrifying. I will say that the horror elements of this game were exquisite.
Yes, it did a good job scaring me. Like, also when you fight Ellie too.
I hated that because I was like, at no point, and we'll get to this in a little bit, at no point did I want to fight her and win.
Yeah.
But so you go through the story as Ellie, hunting down these people, one by one, taking them out in some very brutal ways, may I add. Very satisfying ways. The whole time you're with Ellie, you're like, yeah!
Like, rip their fucking throats out!
And then, at a certain point, the game literally, like on a dime, just stops. And you play the whole because it's like broken up into 3 days.
Yeah, Abby shoots Jesse in the face. Real quick, you don't even get to say goodbye to him. Gets his fucking face blown off.
Well, that happens to many characters, but
and then Tommy gets shot in the head.
But he's good.
Yeah, but lives somehow. And then it's just like, we gave you a chance, and like you ruined it.
Yeah, and then it literally
cuts to Abby.
Seattle day one. Like it starts all the way from the beginning. And I kid you not, I was like, oh, this has got to be another brief little section. I'm not even going to worry about supplements or parts or stuff like that.
I was the same way.
The first like half day, I went through like 6 areas as Abby, just not caring about like trying to like upgrade anything. And I was like, seriously? It was such like you had the momentum so high and like you were moving.
Once I saw that you could update your weapons and update other shit.
Like the supplements?
I knew it. I said I literally said it while I was playing the game like this. Controller on my belly, go. I just go to myself and go, oh, they're going to make me play with this bitch.
And
I knew it.
Now, I think in theory, the reason that they have you do that is because they want you to empathize with her. They want you to say like, yo, this is the villain, but like, let's see what she's gone through. Personally, did not work.
No,
at no point in time did I feel a connection to Abby or her story, or her character.
No, not one part of me wanted fucking Abby to do anything. Nothing was good. She was not redeemable in my eyes at all when you fucking beat Joel's head in with a golf club. I'm sorry.
I mean, listen, like when there's a conversation to be had in terms of like when you look back, like I wrote this down and it's worth talking about at the end too. But like if you think about it, both Ellie, they're two peas in a pod. Like everything that Ellie had at the end of the game is gone because of Abby. Everything Abby had is almost everything Abby had is gone because of Ellie.
Yes.
Yeah, I personally, like, I didn't feel a motivation to play through as Abby and like succeed. And it felt repetitive.
Dude, and if Last of Us 3 is Lev and Abby, I'm going to fucking lose it.
Listen to me, Neil Druckmann. I want to speak to you directly. Okay, Neil, you are quite talented in what you do. Naughty Dog, you, as developers, you guys are quite talented. Leave it. We don't need it. If we need one, I'm talking 15, 20 years in the future. Right now, we do not need another Last of Us game. It is absolutely, it would be redundant. I haven't even started talking about the issues with the gameplay that I had, but don't do it. Just don't.
It's I'm good on it. I don't really care about Jesse's baby. I don't care about Dina. Like, there was just a lot of these characters that they tried to make you love, and it's like, dude, there was one. And it's two of them. It was Joel and Ellie, and you fucking killed one an hour and a half into it. And then Ellie doesn't even kill this bitch.
I actually didn't hate that.
I hated it. The whole idea of the whole game is to kill this bitch, and you don't.
We'll get to that. My question for you, kind of as we continue on in this review, is you brought up a couple different characters that either A, have relationships with Ellie, or B, have relationships with Abby. Are there any relationships that you did actually enjoy that you felt were effective and made you care for these characters or the relationships?
Lev and his sister, maybe. That was about it.
Lev and Yara?
Yeah.
Miles says no.
Other than that, it's fucking – I don't know, man. I didn't love any of these characters. I really didn't.
I kind of enjoyed – I was rooting for Ellie and Dina. I really was.
What about Manuel? Did you like Manuel?
Could not listen to me. I could not care less about any of the relationships on the Abby side.
No, the Wolves, like, they all sucked. Owen sucks.
Owen was
the pregnant bitch that got shot. Like, good, fuck you. Like,
Owen was like, just like, he was toying with like Abby and he was toying with Mel, and then you had like the nurse, the black nurse who you kind of let like just like die of like getting like, you know, like the spores.
She beats the fucking dog shit out of that bitch.
Oh yeah, that's right, she does. And like, no point in time was I ever like really like, even the stuff with Lev and Abby, like, you see, you know, there's kind of a fast forward toward the end of the game that you have to play through, and you see a little bit of the relationship they have, but not enough to the point that you're really, you know, like, wow, like they really, like, they've been through it together. You know what I mean? It's,
yeah.
Like, at one point she looks at her and she's like, "You're my people," and it's like, you've known this kid for a day, maybe a day and a half. Why are you so attached to him?
Yeah, it's everything just felt so forced in this game. I had a great time playing it, though. Like, you know, I enjoyed it. I had fun. I still think it's a good game, but it was too much. It was too much.
Maybe
They
10
tried to
years.
make us. They tried to make us love everything about this game, and tried to make us fall in love with characters, and they just did it all the wrong way. The execution was bad. I'm not saying that the game couldn't have been made the right way. I think it could have, but there's the way that they did it just made me not love any of these characters.
Yeah, again, I think
And I don't care to see any of them again.
I agree to an extent. I think where we left off with them, I don't need to see them anytime soon. But like I said, 15, 20 years in the future, if they were to do another one, maybe I'd be interested.
Right.
I certainly don't like. We'll get to that. But something that you touched on earlier that I kind of want to talk about is the gameplay. I said this in our non-spoiler discussion, and I'm going to kind of double down here a little bit. This game is beautiful.
Yes.
The world is incredible. The level and set design is awesome. The lighting, the horror elements, the sound, incredible. But this game uses that to mask over the fact that it is ridiculously repetitive.
Yes.
And at points, redundant.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
It's the same thing over and over and over.
That's all that,
to my understanding,
it's just sneaky, stab this, and it's the other thing too. Sorry, I have to grab water because I'm.
You're good.
The craziest thing is that the AI is so stupid.
Yeah, the AI is not great, but I feel like that depends on the difficulty you play on. Like if you play on higher difficulty, I'm sure it gets more tough.
Dude, I beat it on hard, and these people like my buddies are like running out, and they can't see them and shit.
Yeah, I mean that's stuff that you expect to not be perfect. You know what I mean? But I will say that as far as I was able to count, in terms of new enemies, there's 3, maybe 4.
Yeah.
You get the Shamblers, I believe, are new. The Stalkers, the
Puffers.
Well, those are called Shamblers.
Shambies.
You get the dogs.
Yeah. Which kind of made me sad murdering all of those dogs.
I didn't feel like I was like, oh, I got to get away from these dogs. Every time I took one out, I was like, darn it.
Nerf! I'm like, damn.
Yeah. And then I guess the 4th is really kind of just a one-off. It's what is referred to by the game as the Rat King.
Yeah, that thing is disgusting.
That thing is huge. That was a fun that was different, in terms of a bat, like an actual like boss battle. But it's the same thing over and over and over. And after a while, it feels, particularly toward the end of the game, when you get to like the resort and stuff like that, it feels more like a task and a chore.
Yeah. I agree with you. It just got to that point where it was just too long to be doing that shit over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah. Now I have a question here, and I'm as we kind of start wrapping this up, before we get to the ending, and your thoughts, what story do you think this game was trying to tell? Because the first one seemed like it was a father-daughter game, which with in this awful world, this guy loses his daughter and is trying to show glimpses of hope. What do you think was the story they were trying to tell here?
I mean, they were trying to tell a modern-day revenge tale that had, people of different creeds and backgrounds, and, I think that a lot of it, a lot of focus has been on, sexuality and Lev being trans, and a lot of people have focused on those things, and it's like, I agree with the people that have been like saying like, listen, like we don't think the game is bad because of that. If you think the game is bad because of that, you're a moron. I just think the game struggled in a lot of certain places, and some of these things were kind of force-fed to us. Like I understand it's a new age type of, game, but it was almost to the point like we discussed it many episodes ago. Like, does it matter if Ellie's gay or not? And we both were like, it doesn't really change anything for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we are at a place, where it does, it's important to represent, people that have not necessarily been represented in pieces of media, whether it be, gay, trans, any demographic that has not necessarily been. I do like that. I think the story, like at no point in time did I feel like it was a story about sexuality, which I never got that. Yeah, which is where you want to be in terms of advancing, stuff like that. You
Yeah.
don't want it to be like, oh, of course, they're just trying to be politically correct in 2020.
I was like, all right, her name was Lily. Like, all right, cool, she's trans.
I actually personally, I enjoyed, like I said before, I enjoyed the relationship between Dina and Ellie. I thought that it, from what I saw, it felt like they had good chemistry, the voice actors.
But it was just too much, though. It's like, hey, we had a kiss one night. Oh, I'm not with Jesse anymore. Oh, fuck, I'm pregnant. Like, mad shit happened in mad short time, and I was like, this is too much.
I mean, but like they were on the road together. You know what I mean? Like they were, and then they like were, and when they were in the basement and like where that guy was growing the MJ, the marriage, they clearly went to town on each other.
Oh yeah, they were scissoring till
dawn.
Kingdom Come.
Till dawn.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yep. So I think personally, I think you hit the nail on the head. It's a revenge story, and it shows you literally what happens. The term is, if you seek revenge, dig two graves. It shows you exactly. You never heard that?
No.
They say if you seek out revenge, dig two graves, one for that person and one for yourself. It's a perfect, it encapsulates that here. Abby goes for revenge. What happens? Loses everything and anyone, all her friends and the guy that she, was clearly in love with. Same thing with Ellie. Ellie went there, and did she maybe physically lose everybody? No. Tommy survived, and Dina did survive, but in the end, she's all alone. She's got no one. Dina leaves her because she won't, put up with it anymore. Joel is gone. It appears no longer, in their settlement. So, in that regard, I kind of enjoyed it, and that's why moving on. That's why I enjoyed the ending, because I saw this story as a little cyclic.
As a little what?
Cyclic, like it was a cycle.
Oh.
In the end,
big ass word.
Cyclic. It's not.
I know the word. I'm just playing on the fact that people think I'm stupid.
Gotcha. In the end, there's a very brutal fist fight between a wounded Abby, well, a very weakened Abby after she's taken as a slave, and a wounded Ellie. I thought, physically, the way that played out and the way it was shot. The
music was very good.
Oh,
yeah, it was good. It was good.
We see all the time big boss battles, in video games and stuff like that. This was small. It was contained. It was two women who clearly wanted the other person dead, but were in dire straits.
Yeah, they want to fucking kill each other.
Dude, I really, really, really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that scene. I did.
And I do enjoy the fact that she let Abby and Lev live. Because if she didn't, she would literally be the personification of Abby that she's grown to hate. Think about it. Lev would have been there. Lev would have been there watching Abby go, and he would have sought revenge eventually after Ellie. Yeah. So in that regard, I thought it showed growth. I personally enjoyed it. I think that they came to the agreement that they can't be around each other. Not that they spent time together, but she knew
not hang out.
Yeah, she knew that was the wrong thing, and that's how they went.
Yeah, it was just like, and then there were other things too. Like Ellie leaves the map behind. Like, you're stupid. Like, they're gonna find you. And then it's like Lev's sister gets fucking shot the fuck up. And then
torched.
And he's like perfectly fine. He's like, don't kill them. I'm like, dude, your sister just got blown up. Something fierce.
Yeah, she got cheesed.
They ran out of time with this game, but I do like the ending in terms of the way that it looked. I don't think the execution was great, but I did enjoy that last scene of them beating the ever-loving dog shit out of each other.
Yeah. I could not agree more. All right, Danny, give me your final summary and your stank rating before I do the same.
I think this is a must play, though. I still think people should play it. It puts the kibosh on some characters, and I think it's definitely a pinnacle to the PS4 because I think it's honestly the last epic that's going to come out before it's over.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, but like
Avengers.
it's the best selling game ever.
Fastest.
Fastest. So listen, it was a fun game. It was a fun play. If you played the first one, I think you should play this one. But realistically, I give the game 3.56 cupped farts in my mouth while somebody holds my nose and forces them down my throat.
Okay, that's pretty disgusting. I like that.
Yeah. There was just too much. It was a long ass game that had too much shit in it. It was like an oxymoron.
Yeah, I have to agree in a sense. I do think that if you are clamoring to see where the game what happens after the first one, play this game. I think technically it is stunning. The lighting, the sound, the level design is all beautiful. It's all beautiful. I do think this game warrants a play because, as you said, like it is technically a good game. However, I think that the weight of Abby's side of the story does not hit, I think, the way that Neil Druckmann and Naughty Dog wanted it to hit. I think that you're asked to empathize with a character that this whole time you don't empathize with. Even through seeing her hardships, like you don't. Yeah. And, you grow to love Joel and Ellie so much that you're almost longing to see more of their relationship.
It's just we waited 7 years to like see this relationship, and they're barely together in it. It's fucking stupid.
So the only other thing I will say is that as the first game kind of ended with a glimpse of hope, this game is all very, very, very depressing. There is no part of this game where you feel hopeful. There's no part of this game where you feel like, wow, like these people are going to be okay. Every single part of this game beats you to a bloody pulp. And at a certain point, it is like enough, But with that being said, I think I'm going to go with a 3.61. A 3.61 chafed coin purses on a human man, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Chafed coin purses on a human man that just spent 6 hours at a New York harbor and was rolling around in the dirt.
Okay.
So, guys, let us know what you think. Do you think we made good points about Last of Us 2? Do you have any, kind of
tell us what you loved about it, what you hated about it,
Glasses are off, by the way.
Tell us what you loved about the game, what you hated about the game.
Let us know. That was Danny, great talk.
Thanks, dude.
Signing off, we got our VMs and our DMs. Danny.
All right, you got to pull them up because my fucking thing is going to die if I don't get my thing, and then we are going to be fucked.
All right, Danny. We got a segment that we like to call VMs and our DMs. VMs and our DMs, babe. That was pretty good, Frank. Thanks, Danny. I really appreciate that. No problem. Honestly, I want to apologize if I've ever been a headache to you. Danny, literally, honestly, I know I cut your ass a little bit and I get a little frustrated with you, but you really are a great friend and a great person, and I want you to know that. Damn, man, thank you so much. I really need to hear that sometimes. The world that we live in has kind of been a little bit of a slog and has beat me down a little bit, but I'm really happy to hear that you think that. Danny, anything for you. Anything to make you happy and make you literally look at me and think like that. All right? So, we're going to be pulling up our VMs and our DMs.
Sorry, guys. Sorry about that.
We're pulling up VMs and our DMs, and I'm going to be reading them aloud. We got 2 this week. One is from, I had to read this one. It's kind of revisiting a question we already answered, but this was from our friend on Instagram at lag122_LAG, and they ask,
yo, what is up, Frankie, the Mankey, and Danny Banani?
Okay.
Oh, as that happened, look who's calling me.
Steve Duel.
I'm going to answer. Hold on. Big boy, what happened? You okay? I know. Listen to me. I'm recording the Stank right now, so let me call you back in a couple minutes, okay? All right, I'll call you back. He's mad at me. I know why he's mad. Sorry. Our friend Lag.
Big fan of the show. I was just listening to your episode that came out this last Friday for about the 3rd time because I just love listening to your guys' content. And you guys did bring up that The Last of Us is not replayable, which I agree completely with Frank. But then it got me to the question. I know you guys did mention that one of the replayable games are the Arkham series. And I love the Arkham series. I believe I played each of the Arkham games at least once or twice, each one of them. And this last Spider-Man PS4 game, I played it maybe 3 times already. So my question to you guys is, what is the most replayable game that you guys believe or can think of on the top of your head? And yeah, man, I'd love to hear about it. Keep up the good work. I love the content you guys bring every Friday. Peace out.
Thanks, buddy.
Another question about, I'm sorry, that was just such a beautiful VM that we got. I needed to play it. I love it too much. Thank you to our buddy LAG over there. Danny, so we've spoken about some replayable games. What do you think?
I think some of the most replayable games, other than like Batman and shit, for me has been non-fighting games. Right, we're talking in terms of like
let's do non-fighting games because those you can just keep going with.
What I played a lot was Red Dead Redemption. I played it a couple times.
Do the story?
No. Like that and Undead Nightmare, I played a couple of times because I felt like there was always something new for me to do, like new bounties. Like that's the thing I like. And also other games that I've played is GTA 5 as well. So I played GTA 5, I think twice. I beat GTA 5 twice.
Mm-hmm.
So those games usually have a lot of replay value for me because there's always usually something that I could do that's new. I played Red Dead Redemption 1 twice, maybe even 3 times. The second one I've only played once.
Okay.
But I would say my most replayable game that I play all the time is probably the GTA franchise.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I mean, we've already spoken about the Arkham stuff. I stand by. I don't think Last of Us, or just as we were speaking about Last of Us 2, I don't think I will be replaying those games anytime soon.
No, I'll be trading it in very soon.
Really? I'll never trade it again.
No, I'll keep it. I have like a limited edition case and shit, so I'll keep it.
Oh, of course you do. I think in terms of giving, kind of a different answer, a game that I've always felt was very replayable, and I guess it's kind of along the same, like there's a trend, but Star Fox 64, very replayable game.
Yeah.
I don't remember in my life.
Action-packed.
I don't remember in my life any of the say 6 or 7 times I've played through it. I've never been like, oh yeah, like there are points that are difficult, but it's just such an enjoyable game that has like little secrets and different ways about doing stuff, and it's kind of interesting, I guess, for a rail shooter. But always felt it was very replayable and one of the most, if not the most replayable game on the N64.
I would say if I had to pick a replayable game in N64, I was probably Mario because you would want to be able to find all those stars.
Yeah.
That would be mine for like an old school one.
All right, and our last VM in our DM is from our friend _Lulu in the Sky with diamonds. Lulu, thank you so much. This is our VM.
Peace.
Frankie.
Hey, Stanky Boys. With the release of Hamilfilm, the filmed stage version of Hamilton the musical, what did you think? If you've seen it live before, do you think the experience was diminished or enhanced with the film? I personally think the appreciation of the production was enhanced because the camera highlighted details that I missed when I watched it from the balcony in person. However, the electricity and excitement of the audience was lost for me, but I still enjoyed it. Hope you're surviving lockdown. Love the podcast and love you guys. Peace.
Great question, Lulu. Yeah, and that's why I said wait on the Hamilfilm.
I am not throwing away my shot. Have you seen Hamilton?
I have not seen it on film yet or in person.
I've seen both, and I get it. Like, there's something special, but I think the thing that's special about seeing it in person is that it's, like, very exclusive, and it's, like, hard to get tickets to and shit without, like, spending a fucking arm and a leg on it. But, I think it was captured well, but there is a lack of, like, the experience. Going to see it is the way to see Hamilton, not watching it on Disney+. So that's how I feel about that for sure.
Yeah. Well, Danny, I don't know if you know this, but I did musical theater in high school. So clearly I know everything there is to know about musical theater.
For sure.
I mean, would it be a surprise if I told you that I feel like anything on film, any play on film takes away from the allure of seeing it in person? I'm a theater guy. I'm a theater experience boy. I'm a physical media boy. I haven't seen it. However, I would assume that because it is not, you're not there in person, it takes away from it. Yeah, she said the set design, the production, the little details on the costumes are probably a lot more apparent. But there's an electricity in a crowd, whether it's stand-up, whether it's a movie, whether it's, a play that you just cannot recreate no matter what. And I actually, I think I'm going to try to get Becca to watch that with me tonight.
Good. It's great. Music's fantastic.
So I hear.
But,
thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Really appreciate it. Let us know what you thought of anything we spoke about today, including The Last of Us 2 spoiler review. You guys know where to find me. Actually, as you are watching this right now, I have started my 24-hour stream. I'm actually doing a live watch along of the Stank episode right now. So you guys can go right on over to twitch.tv/FAlvarez8085 to come and hang out with me, and also find me on Twitter, and then the Frank Alvarez on Instagram. Make sure you check out the Patreon at patreon.com/TheStankPodcast. And Danny, with the Cactus Jack shirt, go bang bang on him and give him your info.
Bang bang. At Daniel Priori on Instagram and Twitter. Also onlyfans.com/Daniel Priori. I post exclusive music on there. Some bits and stuff that were left on the cutting room floor of other bits that I've done. So they're all exclusive. Also, shout out to our sponsors, HelloFresh and Blue Chew.
Blue Chew.
And listen, stay safe out there. Stay clean out there. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. God bless you guys. And peace. We are out of here.